Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on what students can expect to see with the changes to the Desire to Learn learning environment version 10.3. This video is about navigation, finding your way around in the screen. This is a view of D2L in the beta or test environment because we're currently trying to get ready for the changes. So I want to call out your attention to a couple things, and we'll go from top to bottom, left to right. If you see where it says My Home up in the top left corner, that will take you back to the Stout homepage, one click. The next item to the right, you can see the name of the course that we're currently in. Mike's Test Course 2 is the name of this course. Then you'll also notice the down-facing or down-pointing triangle. That means that there's a drop-down menu there, and if you clicked on that down-facing triangle, it would show you or open up a menu box of all the courses that you're currently enrolled in for the current term. Also, I want to highlight that My Home and Mike's Test Course 2, the name of this course, are in what's called the mini bar. And the mini bar will always be present no matter which course you are in. Down below that, you notice that there's a locker that is also visible at every page, and that is where you can store files. Electronically store files within D2L. Below the name of the course, Mike's Test Course 2 in the light blue, you'll see what's called the nav bar. And the nav bar, which is short for navigation bar, is the same in every course at Stout. From left to right, you have the course home, the link to content, discussions, Dropbox, grades, and quizzes. And notice also the icons for those different items. Discussions in particular has the cartoon balloon callouts. The Dropbox icon looks like a letter inbox on someone's old-fashioned desktop. And quizzes has a question mark icon. Further, go down below, you'll see the news tab. The news contains the announcements from your instructor for this specific course, not for all courses, but just this specific course. When you look to the right side, up at the very top, you can see there's 3 notification icons. From left to right, those are email, messages, and chat. If we clicked on that down pointing arrow, that's where you can add whatever information that you wish to reveal. But note that if you do add that information, it is viewable by everyone in the course, instructors as well as students. I want to point out the calendar feature. This is expandable to a monthly view. You would just click the expand button, and it does show upcoming events. In this case, it's categorizing the events for the course that we're in, and it shows that by June 6th, there is a module that is due. The next box below that is the update. Updates will show the activities that you have not yet completed. Every Stout D2L page at the home page has library resources and links to them down in the bottom right. This is what you see when you click on the content icon in the nav bar that's at the top of the screen. Let's take a look at the user progress bar. That's the light blue bar that shows that currently we have 47.62% of all topics in the course complete. If we look on the left, you'll see the sequence of the modules under the table of contents panel, and also we get an indication of which ones are complete. In this case, Connect and ebook is complete. And it also shows you which ones have activities that you have yet to complete in order to turn them into a green check mark. You'll notice the second module, which we're going to be working in, Dave's module for show, has 10 items that we have not yet completed. Modules 1 through 4 have nothing in them yet, because this is just a test course. And Module 5, you'll notice, has 1 incomplete activity. And let's take a look at what these icons mean over there on the far right. The check mark to the right of the discussion means that we've completed it. And you'll notice the Piazza slides, we have not yet viewed them because that's why it's a dot. And also the icon for the Dropbox, we have not yet completed the individual Dropbox folder because there's no check mark there. One of the things that's new for students returning to Stout is the table of contents icon. That's the blue bar up there in the top left corner. Looks like a list view. Clicking on that icon will take you back to the home page each time and every time. So I want to point out the expand all and collapse all links on the far right side. And also I want to talk about download. This appears at the table of contents level for your course. And notice that that button, if you click on it, it will allow you to download all of the files for that entire course. So let's show you what happens if you click on the download button. What will show up at the bottom of your screen, the left-hand corner, in this case I was running, it loads a zipped folder that has the same name as your course. The default location where downloads folder on your laptop, when we click on the content folder, this is what we get. And notice it says it's enforced. So these are the required content items that the instructor has put in file format for us to download. If we click on enforced, that reveals a folder with data that's specific to your course. So when you click on that name folder, it's going to look like this. These are going to have all of the required content, the files that the instructor has included for the course. Notice that almost any type of file can be included, as well as entire file folders. These files and folders have the names which the course instructor has given to them. An important thing to note here is that hyperlinks do not appear as downloads as separate files. So let's click on the before we move on to the next module folder. And when we do, what we see is an HTML file that the instructor gave the same name as the folder. And when you click on it or open that HTML document, it will look like this. And what the instructor can do in this case, which is pretty powerful, is they can give feedback to the entire class. And what I'd also like to point out here is that within that HTML file, the instructor can also use hyperlinks. So in case they wanted students to go look at some other resource other than what was already in the content, they can view that as well. And that's it for this video. We're going to move on to table of contents in our next one. Thank you for watching.